Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series. We're back on Crusader Kings 3. We're going to be playing on the Game of Thrones mod for the first time as Stannis the MANNIS, the one true king of Westeros. We're playing on the War of the Five Kings scenario, so like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Let's get into the campaign. Alrighty guys, so if you want to see more Crusader Kings 3 on the channel, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments other campaigns you would like me to play. It's been a while since I played CK3, haven't played the Game of Thrones mod, have played a lot of CK2 of course, so let's get stuck into it. So, Stannis is just, stubborn, cynical, and callous. This is a hard campaign, and it's going to be really quite difficult to win the Iron Throne for the Baratheons. So let's choose a lifestyle. Let's go with Marshal. I think strategy focus is the best. He is quite a superior commander. 25 Marshal, not bad on the stewardship and the intrigue. Now, to win this war, we're going to have to basically do the absolute opposite of what he did in the books. So currently Queen Selyse is our queen. I think I might divorce her. So Axel Florent is Hand of the King. We might need to remove him. We've also got Adrian Celtigar is our Chancellor. Sir Davos Seaworth is our steward with 25, the Onion Knight, which is nice. Richard Horpe is our Marshal at 19. And we've got Lord Merrill Longbar being our Spy Master at 12, so that could be a little bit higher. And then we've got Lord Monfred Valarian of House Valarion. And Melisandre is our Red Priestess of R'hllor. Okay, so I think divorcing from Selyse is a good idea. We've had a lot of stillborns, and yeah, I think we're better off getting a more powerful alliance. We will get some negative traits in doing so, but now this gives Stannis access to a lot of potential candidates. We've still got Edric Storm here as well. So Renly is still currently alive. I think in this alternative timeline we don't get rid of him, and we look for a princess, maybe in the Reach, maybe in Dawn, or in the Westerlands. Maybe House Stark, but they are declaring their independence as kings in the north. So we've got Robert Arryn here as well. This is going to be difficult. Okay, so I've gone around to try and find a potential match to actually push and take King's Landing. They just massively outnumber us, so we need as many allies as we can get. I'm going to make the decision to beat Renly and marry Stannis to Marjorie. This will bring the Tyrells on our side incredibly early on, and she's a great match. That'll give us 33,000 soldiers potentially for this upcoming war with Joffrey. And I'm going to marry off my daughter Shireen to Robert Arryn of the Vale. That should bring in the Knights of the Vale. Now, this is going to be a very grotesque child if anything comes of these two. So 17,000 would be a good idea there. So we can get the Knights of the Vale, the Reach, and if Renly stands with us as well, we'll give him the Stormlands while we take the Crownlands. So Robert Arryn is going to accept, and the alliance is formed. Now, it's only a betrothal, that one. However, this would be an actual marriage between Marjorie and Stannis. So then we've only got to deal with the Lannisters of the Crownlands and the Westerlands. Okay, so unfortunately Robert Arryn has died. No. So that betrothal didn't go through. Damn it. We're going to have to try and find another spouse for her. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, so it seems like Harold Harding is going to take control of the Vale. And nice. Okay, so he seems to be wanting to marry Shireen, which I'm quite surprised about. I guess it's a new house trying to stamp their authority. So maybe bringing House Harding in would be a good idea. So that's a shame. Robert Arryn didn't live on, and the Arryns are basically no more. So Harold Harding, a distant relative of the Arryns. Okay. Alright, so just speeding things up. So I think we need to get rid of Tywin to win this war. He's going to be our major adversary. So, commanding the Westerland's armies, he's going to be their best commander. The thing is, essentially, with Crusader Kings, and even CK3, bigger army diplomacy wins. So we're going to go through here and find some potential allies to get rid of Tywin. I don't know why there's a visual bug there. We're also running a bunch of submods as well. So if you want access to those, become a YouTube member. You get access to the Discord and all the submods we're using. If you like some, you see. So we're currently trying to just up the plot against Tywin Lannister. Okay, so I think... exploit this. Nice! So Marjorie and Stannis have had a daughter. Would have preferred a son. So let's rename her Kasana after his mother. And now Stannis is getting better quality siege traits. So, and let's go with everyone with me. Nice. Okay, slowly but surely building up. If we can get rid of Tywin, surely Joffrey will be the only one to deal with. I could potentially... oh, hang on. We might be able to get rid of Tywin here. Nice! He's dead. Perfect. Tywin Lannister is no more. Okay, because the thing is, it actually might not be in our best interest to get rid of Joffrey, because everyone hates him. Like, people actually might rally around Tommen, so leaving a bad leader in might be a good idea. So Tywin Lannister is no more, the shrewd architect of the Lannister armies, and now Tyrion has taken the Westerland throne. Can I marry her to my Baratheon daughter? No, they don't seem to accept. Minus 18. If I give him a gift, potentially. Okay. But still, the Lannisters' host is massive and vast. That's why this is a very hard campaign. Just because the Lannisters are just so strong. And Joffrey has the Crown Lands. Okay, so the alliance with the Reach is still holding. The betrothal is still set between House Harding. So Joffrey currently is at war with the Tullys and the Starks. And they're currently losing. They have a fair few units. So I think it's probably time to declare war upon Joffrey Baratheon, or Joffrey Waters, I would like to call him. We have 62,000, and the Iron Throne is at war. Okay, so the Westerlands, half of Dawn and the Reach, and even some of the Riverlands there, is at war. So the Tyrells, the Baratheons of Storm's End, were the Baratheons of the Crown Land / Dragonstone now, I suppose. So let's drop with 6,000. Oh, and we're fighting the Starks. No! And we're going to be able to defeat them. No, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, Robb Stark, bend the knee or otherwise I'm going to destroy you. So we just launched a massive attack just outside King's Landing, getting rid of Robb. And the Tyrells are coming to get us as well. Help us out. Alright, let's continue to siege King's Landing. And we'll hopefully get the RNG of everyone just rallying up there. But, oh my god, this is who's currently allied with us and who we're at war with. So the Iron Throne. Oh my god. So we are nearly outnumbered 2-1, which is not good. That's why it's such a hard campaign, because the Lannister army is so strong along with the Crown Lands. Oh no, wait. So Robb's been killed by Joffrey Baratheon. Bran rules the north now. Okay, we've got some perks available. Still sieging out King's Landing. We can go with loyalty and respect. But at the moment, Stannis Baratheon going up the Blackwater. Okay, and an army has come in. That's okay. Montford Velaryon is giving us more ideas. So, nice. Marjorie has had a son with me. And he's been called Stefan. Do I name him after my father, or should I call... No, I think we call him Aurys Baratheon. We're founding a new house with Stannis. Oh, line of succession. Yeah, I think you gotta go with Aurys and the Tyrells. So, I don't think you can actually win this campaign if you keep with Solis and basically don't get married off. Okay, so 1500. We might be able to do this assault soon. We have 60,000 Baratheon Tyrells and Dragonstone Knights pushing into King's Landing. It's just so hard without dragons. I'm so used to that, getting them in the original CK2 mod. But I am learning CK3 again. Oh, Balon has declared his independence. Okay, I think we've sieged King's Landing enough here now to assault the fort and try and take the capital. Nice! 87%, and we've captured Tommen, and we've captured Marcella Baratheon. That's massive. Okay, so he's going to be capitulating soon, I would imagine. Unfortunately, we couldn't grab Joffrey. We have managed to grab the Baratheon banner, which is massive, because symbols are such a massive deal in this world of Game of Thrones. We're still outnumbered 2-1, though, so we're going to have to try and take some cities in and around the Crown Lands. Okay, so I could get rid of Tommen and Joffrey. That's probably not a bad idea, because I do think that once Joffrey dies, we're actually the highest next claimant. So I couldn't find a way to give them a trial, so I think we'll just get rid of them. It's going to give us really bad traits around Westeros, but it should be okay. Because if we can win this war, it'd be good. Yeah, so Renly's going to hate us for that, because at the moment they're technically Baratheon, but they're not really. And let's do a plot for Joff as well, because we haven't found him now, which is unfortunate. Oh, okay, so it looks like a lot of the army's going into the Vale, which is interesting. It's dropped a... Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that in hindsight. We'll see. Okay, the thing is with Crusader Kings, bigger army diplomacy is how you win. So, if you've got 10,000, you're better off... if you've got 10,000 soldiers to the enemy's 5, you're better off running around and trying to fight them. Oh, hang on. No. Hold. Oh no, the Battle of King's Landing. No! The Lannisters have just come in and crushed us there in King's Landing. Yeah, they're better off doing that. But obviously, as the smaller army, we're better off going for the capitals and sniping to try and get the family members. Oh, the Starks. It's just because Bran's helping them. That's so infuriating. Oh no, we might end up losing this war. Time for Joffrey to get some new recruits. We're still doing that plot. Yeah, do it. Nice! Okay, so, big brain. The plan worked. So, although we took King's Landing, although we got rid of Tommen and Marcella, we weren't able to just basically go around and get more victory points, because we're always going to lose on the field. So the way we had to do this win was to get rid of Joffrey and then allow Stannis to be king. I love how like Cersei's like, well, everyone's dead, so I guess Stannis can be king now. So I think getting rid of Tywin was a really, really smart play, and then Joffrey in the end. So now Stannis, the MANNIS, is now the one true king of Westeros. He now sits the Iron Throne with his queen Marjorie. But a lot of the houses are going to dislike Stannis' rule, you would imagine. Still have an alliance with House Harding. Still have an alliance with the Tyrells. Marjorie's now on the throne. We might have to deal with the Starks and potentially the Greyjoys in the future. So Renly now has a son, Raymond, and Robert still has Maya and Edric. I could have married Shireen to Edric to shore up that claimant, but I don't know. I feel like Stannis' opinion of illegitimate kids is not very strong. We are using the Game of Thrones. We're using more Song of Ice and Fire accurate characters rather than GOT. Now, I don't know what the visual bug is, but it keeps on popping up from time to time. Maybe we've got conflicting submods. So, Renly Baratheon now rules the Stormlands, which is fine by me. Doesn't like me the most, but let's have a look at how the Seven Kingdoms is now shaping up under Stannis' rule. So we've won the War of the Five Kings. Doran Martell sits in Dorne because he's in a wheelchair. Ariane is the heir because females can rule. I don't know where Daenerys or the other Targaryens are. Mace currently rules the Reach. He's got a really cool suit of armor. Willis is currently the heir. Yeah, I just prefer a Song of Ice and Fire characters rather than Game of Thrones. Because, like, there's only Loras and Marjorie in the show. You don't even have Willis and Garland. Garland's a really cool character. So Tyrion now rules the Westerlands. Cersei's somehow pregnant. Okay. The Iron Eye... So who's this? Garon Waters. So I guess Jaime and her had another child? Okay. Balon the Red Kraken. Victarion is his heir. Theon... Usher Greyjoy is no more. So maybe we have to go and deal with another Greyjoy rebellion. Hoster Tully is still hanging out in the Riverlands. Oh my god, he's 64. And Harold Harding is imprisoned by Tyrion Lannister. But he is still married to Shireen. Okay. Interesting. But not bad for my first CK3 Game of Thrones run. Still learning, of course. Relearning. Bran is now the Lord. And Rickon is currently the heir. Alright, let's replace the Kingsguard armor. Maybe that will fix the visual bug. So I guess we go with steel armor. White enameled gold. No, I think we'll just go with that. That might fix it. Found a Cadet branch. I don't think that's smart just yet. We could do to solidify our rule. But I've managed to make peace with my brother Renly. We needed him in that war. Along with the Tyrells. Yeah, I don't know how you win this campaign on the field of battle. I guess it's like deliberately hard. We should convert to Crownlander culture if we're going to be staying here now. Instead of Stormlander, because we're going to be ruling here and we want his children to do that. So that can really help occupy these lands. Okay, it's time to appoint the small council and rebuild Westeros, bring everyone back together, although everyone seems to despise us, but once Oris comes of age, maybe the next generation will be more accommodating. So there's a lot of positions here. Let's go through and divvy them out. Okay, so I think Tyrion Lannister should be Hand of the King. He's a strong, powerful lord in the Westerlands. Although we got rid of his nieces and nephews. 33 intrigue is probably good. Renly can be the Master of Law. Davos can still be our Master of Coin. Richard Horpe can still be our Marshal. I do want to try and keep some people that were loyal. And Doran Martell can be our Master of Whisperers. For some reason, Melisandre isn't our Red Priest. I think she disappeared. And we've gone with a member of House Crab being the naval. Nice. Okay, so let's fix up our debts, allow everyone to come back. We might even hold a grand tourney. Doran Martell is going to keep an eye on some schemes within the Red Keep. And we might make plans and preparations to retake the Iron Islands. Obviously, Stannis was incredibly influential in that rebellion with Robert. And we can finally go with Galliant as a trait, because we've gone down that side of the tree quite a bit. And yeah, that's really good. That's a really nice trait. Okay, so after this war, we've got a bunch of prisoners in the Red Keep. So let's allow Dermot of Rainwood to be freed. We can be endorsed. We need to entrench our dynasty. Discharge entrenched regent. No, I think that's fine. No, we don't want to do that. Just going through the lists of what we need to do. Just because there's a thing here, a situation here, doesn't mean we have to act on it. We could convert those titles if we're having issues. Sometimes you need to consolidate it from what I can remember in CK2. But it's still very early days in the life cycle of Game of Thrones. This mod. So we haven't got like the crazy Valyrian steel swords and so much work since the CK2 mod. I feel like there's so much more, but it's not bad. Who's this? Morris Slint. Probably look to ransom him off. Probably could get some more captains and stuff. The legacy of Aegon the Conqueror. So Stannis is reading the tomes. The House of the Dragon. Ruled for hundreds of years. And now House Baratheon sits the Iron Throne, so I'm sure he can reflect on that. Okay, so Brynden Tully was imprisoned. Sure, let's ransom him. I have no ill will against the Blackfish. 61 years of age. It's great to see him doing alright, I suppose. Lord Peter Baelish is having a grand wedding. I don't know who to, but he wants Stannis to come. I'm sorry, Littlefinger. We're going to decline that invitation in the Vale. Stannis Baratheon now sits the Iron Throne, forged by Aegon Targaryen. It is a level 9 court, and now it is time to listen to the lords and the common people, I suppose. Okay, Lord Hoster Tully, my vassal, strides forward. My liege, House Tully could serve the throne better. The Riverlands were given status and exemption of a march. Let us ensure the defense of the realm on behalf, and thus both can benefits of peace. Okay, so they want me to... what exactly? Get a march contract. Okay. What does that do? Okay, so we lose a bit of tax on them, but Empire... gold maintenance, levy size... Okay, so I guess let's do that. Let's get a weak hook on him. He's 65, so it's not going to matter that much. But they'll increase the military wing there. Okay, so my lord, I have come to declare that the people of Whitemore are refusing to pay their taxes. Okay, so we request that you address their concerns. I'm willing to hear you out. Trick the ringleaders into an ambush. It's got an 81% intrigue. Allow Tyrion Lannister to put it to work. So Conrad 45 is now imprisoned, and he will deal with the King's justice. Okay, my business here is done. Held court for the first time. Nice. Alright, so at the moment, looks like the North has come into line, same with the Tullys. However, the Greyjoys rebel. Now, Balon the Red Kraken declares himself king. We're going to declare war upon the Greyjoys and bring them back under the vassalship of the Iron Throne. We'll call our allies. Now, this is going to be interesting because some of them might declare their independence because a lot of the lords don't like us. So, we should be able to beat the Greyjoys enough, but it's going to take quite some time for the army to mobilize from Dragonstone and go all the way to the Iron Islands. Okay, so unfortunately Shireen doesn't want to marry Harold Harding, which I'm kind of blown away with, to be honest. I think that is an exceptional match for her, and she will marry the Lord of the Vale. Oris is lost in thought. So we're managing to get nearly 30,000 warriors because we have the Crown Lands under our control. So we've mobilized the Crown Land army. It looks like we're trying to call for reinforcements and supply from the other houses, but they're going to refuse. So we're going to make our way through the Riverlands, go past Lannisport and Castle Rock. Oh, but Marjorie's had another daughter. And let's name her Alice, I think. So Stannis now has a son and 2 daughters with Marjorie Tyrell. We're going to land bang smack in Pike. And because we now have the bigger army in this war, we're going to go around and try and destroy their army. We're not going to try and general snipe and capital snipe Pike. Okay, so Harold Harding is, yeah, because his betrothed was so young, he's doing a little bit of silly on the side. Okay, so 30,000 Crownlanders about to crush the Greyjoy host here. Nice, and that's gone to a 50 percentile. So we could siege out Pike in the Battle of Pike for the second time. Stannis back in the Iron Islands doing bits. I love it. Okay, so we could have enough to maybe attack it. No, look, you know what? We're better off running after that 9,000. So you are better off going for the armies if you can win. 41 now. Marshall. Okay, so we have lost a little bit. Shireen has now come of age. And the Greyjoys are very much on the back foot. So basically just try and crush this army completely. Oh, a flagrant disregard. Boris Blunt has been caught disgracing his white cloak. Okay, so this could be an excuse to get rid of him, and I think we'll take it because we want to try and get more loyal members to the Kingsguard, because Jaime is still Lord Commander. He's keeping his oath, but I'm not sure about the others. So we'll use that as an excuse. Boris Blunt didn't even seem to not mind. Okay, so Jaime Lannister has gone around and found Justin Massey. House Massey is... Well, they got it wrong in Hot D recently. Sharp point is Bar Emmon, not House Massey. But so Justin Massey, 35, third in line. He's a Stormlander. He's of the R'hllor faith. Justin will join the Kingsguard. We need loyalists to protect Stannis. We still have a fair few Lannister members, essentially, of Massey's Hook. So is his second-born son, not his third. But House Massey has plenty of claimants by the look of it. Alright, still dealing with this war in the Iron Islands. Focusing on Pike. Doran Martell has discovered a spy. Our Maester is spying on us. Good on you, Doran. Are we better to banish him from the realm or let him rot in a cell? No, let's banish Grand Maester Luther. And allow Doran to have this political intrigue. And it looks like the Iron Islands will accept our demands, as Balon Greyjoy has died and now Theon sits the Ironborn throne. And now we've won this war. And Theon is now our vassal. Nice. How did his father die? Suspicious circumstances. I suppose the war was going so bad that the Greyjoys were like, yeah, we need to save face on this one. Todrick Greyjoy is his son. And now Lord Theon Greyjoy rules the Iron Islands in Pike. Okay. And it looks like Harold Harding is dealing with clansmen. Shireen is now married to him, though, which is nice. Okay, so we can do a grand tour, go around the other houses. That might be a little bit dangerous. It would give us some pretty good abilities, though. I think we're better off holding a grand tourney. Where, though? I think in King's Landing. So let's add some contests. A melee, a joust, a duel is probably going to give us the best chance rather than archery. A master caravan. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here to assign. Sure, that's like, do I really need a bloody master caravan? Who's going to be my champion, though? That's important. Richard Horp, or it's Oakheart. I think we'll go with Horp, because, he was a member from the beginning. Oh no! What's happened to Marjorie? Oh, unfortunately, the child's died. But Marjorie's no more as well. Oh no, I'm very sorry, my lord. The Lady Marjorie and your daughter both are in the halls of light now. Oh no, 22 years of age. That's massive. We're going to have to remarry off Stannis again. Oh no. At a tourney. It's like cursed, holding a tourney at King's Landing. See, the alliance with the Tyrells is no more. And Stannis is going to need his third wife. Stannis Baratheon, the man of many wives. So 2 daughters and a son with Marjorie. Oh, we're going to have a succession crisis. Who's even available now? A lot of the Game of Thrones characters have been married off. We've got some Freys. We've got some distant Tyrells. We've got a Lannister here as well. I could go by alliance power. Maybe I need to go through and just see how the other houses are doing. He's 41. We need more children if we can. But this could cause a succession crisis. Okay, so looking at House Tyrell, Garland does have some daughters, but they're very young. There is a Tyrell of age, Ella, a distant cousin of Leo, so we could marry into the Tyrells again. She's 18, compassionate, shy, generous. She's paranoid, but she is a member of House Tyrell. She's currently under the stewardship of the Beesburys. Okay, in the Westerlands, we could... I know, I can't marry into Cersei. We could maybe marry into House Lannister to secure the Westerlands. Jane Lannister's 8, son of Kevin, a daughter of Kevin. But there is Joy Hill, who is the son of Geron. So, because the Lannister line is looking a bit grim, we could legitimize her, and then maybe her children with Stannis could claim the Rock. Jon Snow is still alive. The Targaryens, we can't marry like Daenerys or anything. There's only 2 Targaryen members, Aemon and Jon, up north. Okay. What about the Tullys? No. Edmure has a son, but the Tully line looks pretty slim as well. Essentially, like the north is ruling it. House Harding in the Vale. He has a daughter. He has a sister, actually. What's going on in the Greyjoys? Asha has a daughter. She's no more. Oh, wait. Todrick is Theon's brother. So Balon had another kid. Excuse me. The Greyjoy line is still slim. Euron's dead. What's going on in the north? Is there a Stark or a Karstark? Sansa's been married off. She'd be a good claimant. And then Lyanna and Jon there. Yeah. Damn. There's just not many other candidates of age. Oh, damn. I can't believe Marjorie died in childbirth. That's so annoying. It's probably a better idea to continue this line with the Tyrells. So, Orys, Alice, and Cassandra Baratheon. What's going on with the Martells? There's just a lot of illegitimate children. I don't think Stannis would marry into the Martell line. He'd be more reluctant. Look, you know what? I'm going to marry Stannis to Joy Hill, Joy Lannister, because it's away from the Kevin and Tywin line. It's Geron's daughter. We'll legitimize her, make her Queen Joy, and then essentially we'll allow Orys, potentially Stannis and Marjorie's children, rule the Iron Throne, and then if Stannis has more children with Joy Lannister, we could allow them to rule the Rock and probably overthrow Tyrion, because I think it'd be easy to put Stannis' children there of the Lannister line, because Tyrion hasn't had any children, and Kevin's children I'm not too sure about, so we could use that as a potential claim. So Stannis is marrying his 3rd queen as the tourney goes on in King's Landing. Who would have thought? Okay. The tournament tales. A small crowd has gathered to passionately endorse Lord Eric. Okay, so we got the temple, the village, the tavern. Oh my god. There's so many tourney grounds here. That's cool. So, here we go. The melee contest. Stannis can participate himself. Can the king participate fairly in his own tourney? Are they just going to let him win? Or allow his champion, Richard Horpe, who was with us on the Council of Dragonstone, the Marshal, then became the Marshal in King's Landing, now is his champion. Okay, so we'll allow Alistair as the threat. We can sabotage the melee. Stannis can look to sabotage Lord Alistair's armor to get an advantage. Sure, all is fair. Unfortunately, the lot we lost in the melee. Okay. But, a commoner, Alice, has been infatuated with Stannis. Okay. So we're going to try and win this one. A secret has been exposed. A random vassal accused of something that I don't really particularly care about. I don't want to have any illegitimate children if I can avoid it. One more push in this final melee. Apparently the grand tournament had sloppy standards. The balconies haven't been properly built. No, I don't believe they should die for it, but I think sometimes calamity cannot be avoided. I want to try and be a just king where we can. So, unfortunately, he didn't qualify for that, but the tourney still goes on. The joust he didn't qualify for. He looks beaten up there. Poor Stannis. Okay, so Joy is now queen on the Iron Throne. And her cousin Tyrion, I suppose, had a bit of a part to play. So a Lannister once again sits as queen on the Iron Throne. Who would have thought? Rightio, Stannis Baratheon's tourney continues, where we're trying to mend the realm, relationships, and hopefully gain some friendship and renown. So it looks like Willem of Broom is going to beat Balon in this joust. Okay, unfortunately, Renifer Crab of Strongcliff, 61 years of age, has died. So that means we need a new master of ships. And we can appoint someone. It's based off stewardship. I guess we go with Sefton of Rook's Rest, I suppose. He seems to be a good candidate. He is a Riverlander, though, which is not bad. Oh, unfortunately, Jaime Lannister, Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, has been wounded. His injury runs deep. I fear that his body is not strong enough to fight on his own. I feel death lingering by his bedside. Oh no. Okay, so this might be a fortunate omen for us to get a new Lord Commander. We still have to deal with the Lannisters in the Westerlands. Tyrion is our Hand of the King. Jaime's still on the Kingsguard. They still have influence in Westeros. Okay, so we have the final duel between Captain Kerwick and Lord Harris. So House Farrell and then the Ironborn. Let's see who wins this one in this epic duel in Stannis' tourney. And it seems like it's going to be Harris Harlaw to win this one. From what I remember, he does have a Valyrian steel sword forged in Dragonfire. Well, that's the theory, isn't it? I definitely think that that's probably one of the ways they forged Valyrian steel. They've forgotten it now, though. Okay, we have the wrestling final between Randall Tarley and Harris Harlaw, who won the duel before. Interesting. Two of the knights that have Valyrian steel swords are in the final. And it looks like the old Randall Tarley in the wrestling wins at 49 years of age. Crikey, that's hilarious. Okay, so Merrent Trent unfortunately has died of old age, and Alice is trying to befriend Stannis. We don't really have an option here. Stannis doesn't seem to be this type. He is a hypocrite, I suppose, with his stuff with Melisandre and whatnot. I guess we go here. Bestowing the mantle. So we need a new warrior. I don't know if I like any of those. They are of R'hllor. Nah, none of these will do. Maybe we'll try and get another loyal knight. These are lowborn Kingsguard. They would be loyal to me, though. To the sincere King Stannis of the Iron Throne. I've been corresponding with your Master of Law, Lord Renly. I must say that I've come to see you in a new light. Perhaps one day I'll call you my friend. Ah, the old bear. Good on you, Renly. Okay, so the tournament has now concluded. What a great occasion. So, Alistair won the melee. Lud of Whitehall won the horse racing. Randall did well in the wrestling. And Lord Harris Harlaw did well in the dueling. Okay, so a Whitehall won the racing. Okay, so we probably can appoint someone to do a chronicle. Interesting. So it looks like we actually share power with an entrenched regency, which is surprising because he's a male. Oh, I didn't fully comprehend this before. So it looks like we're sharing power with the Lannisters. And I can't seem to discharge him either, because he's got his hooks into us. Okay, that's a little bit bizarre. I guess because there was an old regency when... Oh yeah, because it would have been... Cersei's children were being under a regency control. But we can put the spouse there. So I guess we're sort of ruling with the Lannisters. I guess it's healing Westeros, I suppose. And that means Joy Hill can be legitimized. Okay, so just trying to manage and maintain Westeros now. So we can station our men-at-arms, probably at Dragonstone. Let's create a title. And let's put more captains in as well. Let's allow them. That will help our military capacity. We can invite more captains in as well. Just going through some of these minor situations. Let's create some more of them. We can go up to at least 5. So let's do that. Let's get Steel Hammer in. Too few concubines. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Stannis would, roleplay-wise, have a lot of them. Okay, so there's a fair few wars we can declare. We're probably not going to do that. Okay, let's leave it as that. We can designate a guardian. We can't quite form an alliance with Renly. We have some pardons we can give out, so we probably should do that. Maester Mark of Hellworth. He's blind. He shouldn't be imprisoned. He's already suffering enough. He's 51. And we have some feudal contracts with Adrian Celtigar. Celtigar, however you want to say it. Okay, so I think we've gone through those current situations just fine. Okay, nice. So, Queen Joy Lannister has had a daughter. We'll name her Joanna. So now Stannis has Tyrell and Lannister children. So we potentially could put her on the seat of the Westerlands. Oh, she's got a club foot. Surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Supplies. Okay, so let's spend the gold. Let's make sure the army has a stockpile of supplies. Okay, Adrian Celtigar is going to come and take the knee. Swear fealty to me. Good. Okay, so Oris, my son and heir, needs a guardian. So I think looking after my son myself, tutoring him is probably the best. Stannis is the best character. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, it's probably time to wrap things up here. We've been successful in this video, and I imagine in this series. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see the continuation of King Stannis Baratheon upon the Iron Throne. We have managed to throw out the illegitimate Lannisters. We've gotten rid of Tywin and Jaime's children. And there is peace now in Westeros. All of the Seven Kingdoms and the Iron Islands bend the knee to Stannis the Mannis, the one true king of Westeros. We've won the War of the Five Kings. We've won the Second Greyjoy Rebellion. And now there is peace in Westeros. Unfortunately, Queen Marjorie is dead. But Oris now looks likely to inherit the Iron Throne from his father, Stannis. And he has a lot of sisters and siblings as well to potentially sit on the Reach and maybe the Westerland's throne. House Harding now rules the Vale, and Renly and his children rule the Stormlands. So, and now they sit the small council. So in this alternative timeline, Renly is alive. Well, unfortunately on that note, got to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Stay tuned for more Crusader Kings 3 on the channel. We're going to be playing more of the Game of Thrones mod. So my name is Simpzy. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.